Great. I
Yeah.
think we are live on Facebook as well now. So let's get started. Amit, I'm going to quickly walk everyone through an introduction to why we are doing this session, who we are, and what can you reach out to us for. So myself, Anamika, and just quickly let me know if you're able to see the slideshow. Yes. Okay, great. So today we're going to talk about building resilience, and thanks to Amit for agreeing to be a facilitator and a speaker for this session. These discussions and these sessions are brought to you by Reach Out for Emotional Wellbeing Support Group. Now, let me first introduce our facilitator to you, Amit Pasrija. He is a senior consultant at a global IT firm. He's an active board member of an NGO called Making a Difference. He's also an avid reader and a very interesting book club guide. He guides people to read through certain books. He runs a book club support group on Facebook as well. He's also a podcast enthusiast. You can check his podcasts through, what are the platforms, Amit, we were speaking about the other day? We had
Spotify, Google.
Yes. So you can check out there. His podcast names are under Sea of Thoughts. And again, I'm also a proud member of the Reach Out Emotional Wellbeing Support Group. So what is this support group? It's brought to you by Love, Live, Learn. Love, Live, Learn is my compassionate initiative, spreading compassion, love, happiness, positivity in the world. That's the idea behind it. And Reach Out for Emotional Wellbeing was started as an initiative under it to become a support group. Now, this is an initiative where passionate working professionals come together, and our idea is to make this world a better place. The purpose is to be the listening ear, the supporting shoulder to those who are struggling with any kind of emotional imbalance. At the same time, we also want to spread awareness and enhance people's emotional well-being. So these kind of topics that we bring to the discussions, to these discussion forums, they're all linked to creating and helping people improve their emotional well-being. We want to make it normal to speak about mental wellness and not mental illness. Sumit is there. Sumit, I'm using the right words, right? Okay, now as of now, we're running this group, a Facebook group called Reach Out for Emotional Wellbeing. We have 30 core members in this group, and we are together connected through a WhatsApp group as well. And apart from these 30, we have around 60 plus total members and growing by the day. Now, what can you come to us for? You can come to us for a non-judgmental listening, emotional guidance and counseling. Some of us are just experienced and some of us also are experts in this area. We will also bring to you awareness videos, some live discussions, discussion forums like this one, and inspirational and thought-provoking quotes and information sources. So that's what this particular forum is meant for. Now, building resilience, when Amit and I were discussing, we thought it's a very interesting and a very vast topic. So we didn't want to rush through the content and wanted to ensure that it is brought to you in a more informative manner and also in a participatory manner where everybody can talk about it. So today we are going to focus on an introduction to resilience and how it impacts us. We will be planning another similar session where we will talk more in terms of getting deep into how can we build resilience into our lives, and Amit will guide us through both these sessions. So Amit, before while I bring back your presentation, is there anything that you want to add to the introduction and get started?
So thank you, Anamika. Actually, we are fortunate to have resilient people already in this group because I know each other. So the people who are already resilient, they know the subject well, they are part of this session at the moment. So for some of you, it may look like very basic, but it's good to refresh, good to talk about, okay? So I think, shall I start, Anu?
Yes, please. I'll put myself on mute, and if anyone has any questions, I should be able to read the chat as well. Okay, Andy says resilience is dexterity to emerge of difficulty. Okay, great. So we have one more information there, and probably in a hope to achieve success. Great. I would look forward to hear your, your chats and your pointers as well. But because it's a smaller group, I'll highly recommend that we speak up. That would be very interesting. Okay, great. Over to you, Amit.
Thank you. So thanks for joining this weekend, everyone. Some would have already been enjoying long weekend like me because it's a rare occasion for us, where we have 4 days in continuation. So thanks to our kind employers and those who thought that Saturdays and Sundays should be weekend offs for all of us. So today's subject has become quite close to my heart in recent days. Uh, as we know, these are quite different testing times for most of us. These days have tested our patience, pocket, I think financially, health, and all other aspects of life, I must say. So, shall we understand together what we can do to come out of this scenario strong and bounce back? So, I think let's build our resilience. So, over to you, Anu, maybe to the next slide. Okay, so Gagan, Priyanka, Amit already answered when Anu asked. Sorry, I'm calling you Anu because I'm used to. So when Anu asked that what is resilience, so they have rightly answered. So let me give you a I think dictionary meaning of resilience, because it's important to know what actually exactly it means, and then we will go into deep. Okay, so resilience is nothing but our ability to withstand adversity and bounce back and grow despite life's downturns. Okay, so Gagan and Priyanka and Amit have already uh, articulated that in different words. So that's the meaning. So it's like rubber. You stress the rubber, it comes back to the same uh, thing again. So I think let's see how we can be rubber, which bounces back, which becomes same. So before we start in detail, I would like you to see one quick, beautiful video. And I think this 2-minute video will, I think, clear all your doubts on what I'm talking about. Then we will touch base on different topics further. So Anu, could you please play this?
Sure, I'll play the video. If you're unable to hear the video, immediately raise it out. Okay, so you can raise your hand if you're unable to hear it.
Yeah.
Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. Who does it look like?
It looks like me.
That's right. I want you to do everything that you can to knock your toy down. Who is the strongest in class? Jeron, come on up, please. I'm going to give Jeron a prop, and he's going to try to knock it off the table. Ready, Jeron? Okay, children, who can tell me what it means to have resilience? Yes, Paige?
Resilience means if you make the toy fall down, it'll come back up very, very fast.
Very nice.
So I think video is over. So hope you enjoyed this. Whenever I see this video, I kind of become emotional, I must say. I am right now imagining that we are also cute kids sitting here together and trying to explore this topic. Yeah. So I think Anu, next slide, please. So it's important to understand now different aspects or pillars of resilience. So if you see on the screen, these are the 5 pillars, but there are many things which are important. But my focus at the moment in this session will be on these 5 key pillars of resilience. So first is self-awareness. Second is purpose, then mindfulness, then relationships and self-care. And in next slides, I'll tell you a little more about them. Okay, so let's go to self-awareness first. Okay, so self-awareness is having a clear perception of your personality, basically, including strengths, weaknesses, thoughts, your beliefs, your motivation and emotions. This allows you to understand other people, how they perceive you, your attitude, and your responses to them in the moment. Okay, so when it comes to purpose, let's go to purpose slide, Anu. So when it comes to purpose, it's the recognition that we belong to and serve something bigger than ourselves. And our purpose helps to shape the mindset and attitude we have towards others and the events we experience. We can find purpose in our faith, our family, maybe in a political party. For example, some people are crazy about some of the leaders of political parties. Being green or being a part of an organization like the Boy Scouts. So is it possible for you at the moment, just in the chat window, if you can put what's the purpose of your life, any one of you, have you thought of, though this question looks quite simple, what's the purpose of a life? For me, for example, even now I'm trying to find purpose of my life. I see people around who have already found and they are working towards achieving it. So guys, girls, if you can put some words on the chat window. Okay, so I think Anamika has said to spread love and positivity in the world through everything I do. Wonderful, Anamika, thank you. Ravi, Amit, Sumit, Priyanka, Gagan, have you found your purpose or you are still exploring? You are still trying to find what we need to do to find our purpose. Okay, so think about it. Yeah, I got a message from Sumit. Sleep, eat, sleep, repeat. Wonderful. Like it. I hope it's humor, Sumit. If you are seriously thinking about it, we need to talk. Okay, so I think let's go to mindfulness. So mindfulness is a state of active, open attention on the present. And when you're mindful, you observe your thoughts and feelings from a distance without judging them good or bad. Instead of letting your life pass you by, mindfulness means living in the moment and awakening to the experience. So guys, if you see the screen, right hand side image and left hand side image, they are 2 different things. So we need to decide for your life whether we want to be mindful or mindful. I would prefer to be mindful actually on right hand side. So hopefully soon. Yeah. Coming to relationships, so important. It's such an important topic, I must say. I think we cannot live without our relations, and that too positive relationships where we are the people who support and care for us, all our positive relations, and we care for them. One of the most profound experiences we can have in our lives is the connection we have with other human beings, isn't it? By building positive relations with others, we will be happier and more fulfilled and feel more supportive and connected. Positive and supportive relationships will help us to feel healthier, happier, and more satisfied with our lives, friends. So, for example, this group, Reach Out Support Group, is such a group where we are building positive relations and trying to overcome anybody's difficulties if he or she is facing. in any way. Yeah. Coming to next slide, next pillar, self-care. So I can vouch some of the people in the group. For example, Ravi, amazing in self-care. He is a role model for me. So when it comes to self-care, it is unique for each person. For example, it is unique for Ravi, where he runs a marathon for 21 kilometers or some, I think he aspires to do a full marathon in future. And it can be understood in many different ways. In its simplest form, the term refers to our ability as human beings to function effectively in the world while meeting the multiple challenges of daily life with a sense of energy, vitality, and confidence. Self-care is initiated and maintained by us as individuals, and it requires our active engagement, isn't it? Um, for how many of you, self-care is a priority? We as parents, we as professionals, we kind of ignore self-care. So is it a priority for you, or is it something which you are ignoring? Anybody would like to unmute and talk about it, or please do put in chat window. Anybody would like to say something? Ravi, Ahmed, Priyanka? Yeah, Ravi, please.
No, I think I'm audible now.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think the self-care, right, is important, is extremely important, at least for me, because um, you have to care yourself, you have to love yourself, you have to love your body, love the way you think. You have to, make sure that you are absolutely healthy and, healthy, not in terms of your body, but in terms of your, the way you think. So absolutely, I think self-care is the fundamental of everything on which you are trying to build yourself and grow yourself. So that's my view. Maybe
Yeah.
love to hear somebody else's view.
Wonderful. And you live by it. You are not just speaking.
Yeah.
Living like that. Yeah. So thank you, Ravi. Anamika, would you like to say something?
Yeah, sure. I was actually just typing. So
Okay.
interestingly, I think I do a great with mental self-care. So I do a lot of stuff. I'm very mindful of who I'm talking to, who are the kind of people who are in my life, where am I investing my energy. And I do very, very well with mental self-care. But I think I have a long way to go in physical self-care. I do some of it, but there are a lot of other things that I want to do. And it's right that it doesn't happen to be my top priority. There's always something else that takes priority over it, and I always will have that answer, okay, where do I find time? So I do struggle with that piece a bit.
Okay. So to be resilient, this is one of the most strong pillars for us to take care of ourselves. Yeah. So coming to another slide.
Great. Before that, I'd like to just read, we have some messages on the chat. We have Gagan saying, purpose of life for me is keep exploring the beautiful creation of God called life. Help
Wonderful.
yourself and others to reach to their maximum potential. And Amit says, it's important if we cannot take care of ourselves, we won't be able to help others. That's so right, Amit. Thank you for sharing. And those who are writing the purpose of life here, if you haven't written it elsewhere, do copy paste it so that you don't miss it later. I think these are beautiful insights that you're bringing in now.
Thank you. So coming to know why resilience is so important. Yeah. Uh, I think just don't go with this gyan on screen. Ultimately, it's important that we understand the value of being resilient and take some steps. Yeah. If you check Google, if you go to internet, you'll find amazing information. You'll find so much resource around. But reading is not sufficient. Reading this slide is not sufficient. Okay. So if we run through quickly, it improves our working memory. It improves our sleep, which is quite rare nowadays, I must say. Having sufficient sound sleep is, I think, once upon a time it used to happen. So any of the member in this group, if he or she says that I get sound and power sleep, salute to you, I must say. Anamika, salute to you. Ravi, salute to you. So I'm still missing sound sleep. Hopefully I'll achieve it soon. Yeah. Um, so improved immune system function, which is so important. COVID is just nearby us. I don't know where it is right now in front of me. So unless we have strong immune system, COVID or anything is going to attack us. Yeah. So it's so important to be sound, having sound immunity. I think Gagan can vouch for it. Gagan works quite a lot on immunity. So he knows how important it is for us to be sound in immunity. Okay. Ultimately, as I said, relationships. So I can assure you, if you take a value out of the session and go back and build your relations, so many things will automatically happen in your life. Yeah, your health, your physical well-being, mental well-being. When you have healthy, positive relations, I can tell you, it works for me in my life. Yeah. And everybody is not perfect. We go through emotional disruptions in our life, isn't it? Quite often, quite some people seldom, some people quite often. So emotional disruptions will get minimized. I'll not say that they will get eradicated, but they will get minimized if we are building our resilience or have resilience to a level. Uh, I think our emotional disruptions will get minimized like anything. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you understood why it is important. Okay, so I think we'll do one quick sweet exercise with you. And I can tell you, if you do this in the way I'm suggesting, you'll be able to live by 7.6 minutes more in your life by doing this exercise once. And if you keep repeating, you can multiply. They say that people having strong resilience can live 10 years more in their life as compared to the way they are living now. Yeah. So 10 years of healthy, happy life, not a dog's life, barking and nobody's listening to you. Yeah. So be ready, and I'll recommend to you to switch on the video. But if you're not able to, please do practice this. So Anamika, next slide, please. So I request you to stand up and take 3 steps in place. Yeah, can you stand up, please? Okay, so hope everybody has stood up. Those I have seen have stood up actually. So well done. This has just improved your physical resilience, which means that your body can withstand more stress and heal itself faster. We know from research that the number one thing you can do to boost your physical resilience is not to sit still basically, not to sit still for longer hours. That's all we need to do. So every single second that you are not sitting still, you are actively improving the health of your heart, your lungs and brains. Yeah. So one step you have taken, you can see how much value it has brought to you. Yeah. Next slide, Anu. Now I would request you, please do that. Don't miss it. Yeah, it's very important. Snap your fingers exactly 30 times, like that. 30 times. Just count and do it for 30 times. I'm hearing some sounds. Thank you. I think some people are still doing. It may take some time, so continue doing it. And in the meanwhile, I'll speak. So now that was working on our mental resilience. Okay. Which means you have more mental focus, more discipline, determination, and willpower. We know from the scientific research that willpower actually works like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you exercise it. So tackling a tiny challenge without giving up, for example, these 30 snaps Even one as absurd as snapping your fingers exactly 30 times is actually a scientifically validated way to boost your willpower. So it's a scientific fact. It's nothing kind of fluke. Yeah. So if you snap your fingers 30 times, you are kind of boosting your willpower. And if you regularly do it, it may take your willpower to a different level altogether. Okay. So let's take third step. So I would request you now to close your eyes and remember a truly happy time in your life. Maybe seeing your baby for the very first time, and somebody who do not have baby at the moment, meeting your spouse, and somebody who's not married even now, a concert or movie when you saw, time spent with your friends. Just close your eyes, yeah, and remember that happy feeling which you had. Wonderful. And type, please put your feelings on the chat window. What you thought, what happy feeling came to your mind. Please put that in your chat. I would love to hear from you. Yeah. So what we were just feeling is kind of working on your emotional resilience, which means you have the ability to provoke powerful, positive emotions like curiosity or love, which we feel when thinking about the people we love when you need them most, isn't it? So here's a secret from the scientific literature for you. If you can manage to experience 3 positive emotions, friends, for every 1 negative emotion, 3 to 1, over the course of an hour, a day, or week, you dramatically improve your health and your ability to successfully tackle any problem you're facing. So 3:1 ratio, friends. 3 positive emotions and 1 negative. I'm not saying negative emotions will not come, but just change the ratio. Yeah. And this is called the 3:1 positive emotion ratio. So my favorite though is to do a random act of kindness. Yeah. So if we do random act of kindness and show these positive emotions, spread that word around, it make you happy, and it will make other people happy whom you are helping. Yeah. Now the last one, in remote, I think session, uh, maybe it's practically difficult, but why not to try it out when you finish the session? Yeah, like that. I love it, Anu. So do it with you, maybe. So look someone in the eye and shake their hand for 6 seconds, not more than that. Just 6 seconds. Look in the eye, and so what happens? Uh, what we felt is a connection
Yeah.
between that individual, a building of a bond between you and that individual. Yeah. And it has taken your resilience or emotional resilience to next level. Yeah. So what will happen if you follow these 4 steps regularly, day in and day out? Don't you feel amazing? Don't you feel that our life can get transformed and go to the next level altogether? What we usually miss in our day-to-day mundane rat race. Yeah? So I urge you, honestly, I urge you that if you follow these steps to build your resilience and adding multiple facets of your life, please do follow. So Anu, next slide, please. And let's see what people have said on the window. Okay, so Priyanka has said when Anamika asked, what was your happy feeling? So I'm blessed. Thank you, God. Wonderful. Anamika has said, I'm surrounded by the most loving people in my life. Yes, true. I'm one of them. Yeah. Ravi, beautiful. Seeing Devika, my wife, the first time. Ravi, I know your complete story. I know the entire movie. which you have actually directed when you were young. Okay. Uh, Gagan has said people holding their hands and walking together. Wonderful. Love you, Gagan. I know you well. Mary, wonderful. That's, I think, one of the best feelings for any lady when she's giving birth to her child. Thank you, Mary. Uh, Amit has said, me and family members are totally safe in this tough time. Thank God. Wonderful. Such a beautiful feeling. And honestly, we are blessed. Gagan, you are profound, connected internally. Yeah. And you are connected well, I know. So thank you. So we IT people cannot live without a process flow diagram, isn't it? So on your screen, there's a diagram. It talks about physical, mental, emotional, social resilience, and some examples to it, which we just uh, talked about. Okay, so when it comes to physical resilience, example is you need not to sit still for more than an hour, which is quite important for you. Okay, when we work during our uh, weekdays, we stick to our seat for so long. It is not going to help us. When it comes to mental resilience, so tackling tiny goals to boost your willpower, like snapping fingers for 30 times. That was just a tiny goal, but we did it, isn't it? And it is going to help us in our building, in building our willpower. Sorry. Emotional resilience, that 3-to-1 positive emotion ratio. Fantastic, I must tell you. One of the when I studied about it, I loved it. Yeah, because we cannot overcome our negative emotions, but we overpower them by 3-to-1 ratio of positive emotions. It can be so profound for us. Yeah, and social resilience. So what we did at last is we went to somebody, shook hands, saw in their eyes. Yeah, so reaching out to one person you care about every day. Yeah, in this COVID time, I think you will meet only doodh wala, you will meet sabji wala, you will meet. So you're not going to meet your office colleagues and all, but they are also the people. Uh, they care for you, and we need to care for them. Yeah. Thank you, Anu. Next, please. Okay. So three good things. It's a fantastic concept, I must tell you. And what is it? I think you'll Google it, you'll find about it. Yeah. We don't have so much of time. Otherwise, this is itself a lengthy workshop. Yeah. So, but I have brought just one slide for it, so that you get clarity on what I am talking to, what I am talking about. So, Anu, okay. So just before bed, what we need to do is ask yourself, what are three things that went well today for you? And what is my role in making them happen? Okay. Some people just think in their mind, some people do write in their journal, in their diary. So I encourage you to do in the way you want. Talking to your loved one, talking to your life partner, to your son, daughter, talking to your dog also. Yeah, sharing with him or her. So what are the three things that went well today, and what is my role in making them happen? Second is, you remember best what you have reviewed during your last 2 wakeful hours. So just remember that and review that what you did last 2 hours when you were awake. Yeah. As I said, the best results will come when you will write them down. Please try to write them down, because ultimately what is important is the result. Yeah. Theory, reading do not help unless we actually practice it.
Amit, your audio is paused. Are you there? Is it a signal issue? Can everybody else hear Amit? Is it only me?
No, we can't hear him.
Yeah, I think there is a signal issue. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll quickly call him if everything is okay. While I connect with Amit, should we all just quickly write down one good thing at least for today? Let's put it on the chat. What is that one thing that went well today? Sure. Yeah, so it was a power cut. He is just joining back in a moment. And meanwhile, maybe we can just write down one thing that we know went well today so far. I would say this session went well today. What about others?
While you are talking or writing, I'm back. I have bounced back, you know. I'm resilient. So there was a challenge in my life. Electricity went down, but I have bounced back.
Amit, be honest. Was it not planned that you wanted to showcase how it's exactly done to bounce
My
back?
God, no, swear, I swear.
Okay, great.
Okay, so please repeat for 2 weeks what I said, and honestly, it is going to bring value to your life. Yeah.
Okay, so Sumit says, what went well today is reconnected with my team members. Thank you, Sumit. Gagan, always good to see and hear people sharing. Thank you, Gagan.
Gagan, before we go, I would like to have your share. Yeah, because you share wonderfully. So would love to hear from you before we close the session today. Yeah.
What
Okay.
topic?
Yeah. So going to next slide, Anu. Okay, so I'll not spare you. There's something else left. Yeah. So everyone, please think one good thing that happened to you today. Just think once, and please do share. No chat. We are very few people in this session, so I would like to hear from you in your voice. So everyone, please share one good thing that happened to you today. For me, this session.
Yeah, I was just saying that for me also this session. And I think also one thing, so I have a little puppy at home, a new puppy, a small 1.5-month-old baby. And my elder dog and this one are finding a little difficult to, get accustomed to each other. And today they took another step ahead. The elder one allowed her to come a little closer. So that's a beautiful thing that happened for me today.
So I hope everybody's smiling and thinking because see on the screen. Yeah, please, Amit, you write it down. Wonderful, Ravi, giving your son a car ride, and your son will give you a car ride very soon. The way he is growing.
Yeah.
And I think you love that
I
day.
would like to share mine.
Yeah, please, Priyanka.
Yeah. It's Mary here.
Oh, sorry, Mary. Sorry.
That's okay. So today I had after a long time, I had a family wonderful, connecting with the kids and other family members. So it was wonderful.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Yeah.
And there are many people in the window. Priyanka, Gagan would like to hear from you. Yeah, Amit also is saying, thank you, Amit. So this movement is going on. Yeah, it is going on. Yes. Thank you.
Sumit has shared as well on the chat. I think he said he connected with the team members today.
Wonderful.
Thanks
Wonderful.
for sharing. We do have Bikram Jyot. Would you like to share your good moment for today?
Vikram is back to India. It is a wonderful moment for him. Yeah, Vikram.
Yeah, so it was raining a short while back, and so I'm enjoying the weather today. So this is
Wonderful.
one good thing that has happened. So relief from the hot weather.
Excellent. Priyanka, you're pending.
She's thinking, she's smiling. That's enough.
And I would add one thing, like my wife made samosas today morning. So that was
Wow.
also one very good thing. She made it for the first time.
Love
That
it.
you that you shared on Facebook, right? We all know what you are having, Bikram.
Hmm?
We all know what you are having today.
Yeah. Yes. And
Excellent.
he's making us jealous. Yeah.
Great. Thanks for sharing,
Okay. Thank
everybody.
you. So I think can resilience be learned? I think it can be learned. Uh, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, हम एक दोहा सुनते थे किसी जमाने में. सॉरी, मैं आई केम इन हिंदी. आई होप एवरीबडी अंडरस्टैंड्स. सो करत करत अभ्यास के जड़मती हो सुजान, रसरी आवत जाते सिल पर परत निशान. So why not? If we keep practicing, we'll bounce back like anything. Tough times will come and will go like it, just like that. Yeah. Only important thing is a consistency. So if we remain consistent in practicing this, we'll bounce back always. Any situation, big or small. Yeah. Anu, second point. So the more we practice, as I said, abhyas karte rahenge, so the better we get in our resilience. Yeah. Okay. So coming to third point, and when we strive for progress, not perfection. I think a perfection is just illusion. Okay. We keep running towards perception. Don't worry about it. Just strive for progress. So day in and day out, if you practice, uh, I can assure you that we'll be stronger than anyone. And one day, you are going to give the session to people around you. And I can vouch for that. You'll be actually resilient. For example, in my case, I'm learning being resilient, and I have joined you to learn together. But I can assure you that one day you will be giving session to thousands of people on what resilience has actually worked for you. Yeah. Okay. So I think before I close my gupshup, it's important that we understand how resilient we are. Yeah. So you'll find a lot of resources in internet, but this is one of the best resources I found. And Anamika has posted that in chat window. If you copy this link and just check what is your resilience score, okay? After answering some questions about your life, I think you'll be able to know how resilient you are, okay? So in my case, for example, when I did this survey for me, it came into good, and I felt quite happy. It was a feel-good thing for me because it came out as good. But I need to remain consistent. I need to practice it to strive for more progress in being, because tough times may shake you, isn't it? Any moment. So please uh, uh, do this evaluation for yourself in the link which has been shared with you. And once you understand your resilience score, maybe as Anamika said, we are going to have another session, and I welcome you all to join that. And then we'll go into a little deeper on this wonderful topic. So over to you, Anamika. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amit. So thanks, everybody. Is my voice echoing, or is it okay?
No, not for us.
Okay, great.
It is.
It's echoing?
Not now. No, it's okay.
Okay, great. Yeah, so thanks for joining. Thanks for participating as much as you did. We did have some silent observers on the call, and that is okay. As long as you're finding some value out of this discussion, our purpose is solved. Something that I wanted to close this topic resilience for today with. I believe that when the sun is really harsh, and we all go looking for shade, we all want shade then. And that's when we realize the importance of trees. And unfortunately, we can't plant and grow a tree within moments or within a day. It will take us very long for a tree to grow, right? If we plant it today, it will take us really long. So if we really want to be resilient, I think it's important to not wait for a very difficult situation to hit you hard and then begin working towards it. Begin working towards it any which ways, so that you're prepared, so that your tree is ready, it's big and it's huge, and it can give shade not just to yourself, but probably to many other more people as well. So plant that tree today, begin watering it consistently every single day, provide the nutrients that it requires, provide the support that it requires, build the environment around it, and ensure it is getting developed on a regular basis, not just once or twice. Oh, today's the theme of the month was resilient and I'm done. No, let's not do that. Let's build it consistently. Only then you'll be ready when actually, the harsh sun hits your life. I think we all know about these things, and we feel, oh, this is not happening to me, or this is not going to come to me. I have a very happy, hunky-dory life. But am I sure? Is any one of us sure about what the very next moment has in store for us? I may be thinking about, we all had so many beautiful plans for 2020, and look where we are sitting today. Right? We are all sitting at our home. So, they say that when we are busy planning, God is creating another plan for us, right? So we don't know what's in store. We don't know what's coming. So let's be prepared for all those things. And let's begin working at it when things are good, not when things are bad. Another lesson that I have learned, and I have experienced it in discussions and participation with a lot of different people as well. When one person is actually going through a tough time, at that time, even if they're extremely knowledgeable, even if they know everything that we are speaking about here, their mind doesn't work straight. You're not able to look at these options at that time. And so it is all the more important for you to create these things from concepts to muscle memories, from concepts to, natural ability of your own body and your mind, that it actually happens to you naturally. You don't have to put an effort on it. Then when the time comes, you'll be able to manage it yourself, and you will need lesser and lesser help as you grow. So those were 2 cents from me on resilience. I would highly recommend you all please connect with us and join back for the next session as well, where I have already seen and discussed with Amit what the topic is, the next session topic is, and believe me, it's really insightful. You won't regret investing another 1 hour of your weekend. So please join us. If you're interested, just drop your email ID on this chat window, and I'll ensure that you receive the invite and meeting ID ahead of time. Okay, I'll also quickly talk about the next steps. Yeah, so if you like the session also, please send in your feedback. You can write to me directly also on life.anamikakhanna@gmail.com. And if you have suggestions, I'm waiting to hear from you. What more topics would you like to hear from us? And if you want to attend the next session, like I said, just let us know. I'll share the meeting details with you. If you like what I'm doing and what my group is doing, what Reach Out for Emotional Wellbeing group is doing, what Love, Live, Learn is doing, just do us one single favor. We don't charge anything, any single rupee for whatever we are doing. And yes, we definitely charge your time. We take your time. But if you really like it and you think this should be enhanced and increased and spread, then do us just this little small favor. You have all the links. I'll share this links on the chat as well for you. Just go ahead, like the Facebook page, like the Instagram page, connect or subscribe on the YouTube channel. We are also on the podcast now, so go there. Like Amit's podcast, he's also there on podcast, right? So just connect with us and spread the word, because the purpose, like I said, is to spread love and positivity and compassion. There is no hidden agenda whatsoever around whatever we are doing. So that's the only charges that we are taking from you. Okay, for all the services that we are bringing with a lot of passion, compassion and love and affection, right? So thank you so much, everybody. I will put together the links on the chat. or even if you just go to the Facebook page, that is Love Live Learn 6, that's the Facebook page ID. If you just go there, you'll find everything. All the links are already there. So thank you so much, everyone. We do have some time, I guess. We have like a... did I overtalk on somebody? Okay, so I was just saying we have a couple of minutes, a minute or so. So if anyone wants to share any quick feedback for this session, any thoughts, what are you taking away from this session, and hoping that it has been useful? Okay, someone will have to begin. Silence wouldn't speak.
Amit has said in chat window that he's in all for all sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you so much. I'll make a note of your email ID. Others?
No, I think I'm talking a lot, so I would
Your voice is low.
It's okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I'm talking a lot, so maybe if Gagan or someone can share or his views or his thought, that would be great.
Okay, it's me.
Yeah, Gagan, we heard your voice.
Okay, great. Nothing much, because you named me twice.
We want to hear you.
Too small, right? So I think this is really a wonderful session. I believe the intent of having this session is really, really good. I believe whenever I see that people sharing their life, their stories, and the only motive is to encourage people, to motivate people, to ensure that people can face any kind of situation in the life. I think that's wonderful. Doesn't matter what is the platform, any platform is good. Uh, so yes, I always like to hear people sharing, and if I got the opportunity, I always share too. I definitely, whoever wanted to attend such sessions, they have to be open-minded. So please, all people here and others, come in open mind, then they can take away a lot from this. So I would just say in the last line, I mean, that's my motive of life as well. That's how I also play in life. That we should take the life as a game, and we should play this to win, not to defeat others. I mean, that's the only thing that I would say. Otherwise, life is great. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Gagan. Thank you for sharing. We do have Sanjay, Bikramjot, Sumit, Priyanka, Mary. Anything from you guys?
Yeah, this is Sanjay. I have joined really very late. I have got
Yeah.
on chat also. So
Sure.
might be I'll be able to comment in the coming sessions and joining.
No problem.
I was just
Sanjay.
surfing on the Facebook and just seeing
Sure.
Amit there. So I joined.
Sure.
Thank you,
So,
Sanjay.
yeah, so Sanjay, the session has been recorded as well, and it was live on Facebook. It is still live on Facebook, so you will be able to go back and see the entire session. I
I'll
will
do
be posting
Yeah.
it on the YouTube channel as well, and I'll share the link as well. So, yeah, you can definitely
you.
get hold of the session again.
Thanks for the same.
Thanks a lot, Sanjay.
Amit has, I think, posted a message. I think we
Yeah.
need to practice resilience, as Amit said. One thing I would like to add, that challenging life also teaches us resilience. Yeah, very well said.
Very well said. Thank you.
We need to challenge life. Life should not challenge us.
Okay, great. Quick closing comments. Anyone has anything to say? I don't want to hold you back on a Saturday evening. I'm already grateful that you have taken time out of your personal weekends, and this is really kind of you. And we really hope that you're finding these investment of time really useful, and you will be able to join us again and spread the word. If you have anything else, please do write to us and like us, like I said, follow us, join us. Let's hold hands together. I think Gagan said, or someone said, holding hands together, you saw somebody. So I think let's hold hands together. Let's spread the word. Let's spread love. I think this is something I said in the last session as well. The next pandemic should be the pandemic of love
Oh, yeah. That's
and
great.
positivity. You know, the only thing that we should hear should be only love. Every person that we touch should be loved and should feel good about it, right? So I think let's hope for that. Let's pray for it, and I'm sure it will come true someday.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Amit.
everybody. Have a
Thank you,
beautiful
Anamika.
evening.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
so much.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.